Live, and I am fixing my hair because I'm not used to having hair like this. Look at that.
You don't have hair.
I don't have hair. I'm missing my hair, and
What?
and you had a little hand going down there, so we were kind of out of frame there for a second. Ooh. So we are starting a little bit early today, so I hope that's okay with people. We might have some people showing up a little bit later because we usually go at 8, but it's 7.
It's 7.
You know why we're doing this at 7?
Why?
Because Peter wants to watch The Big Bang Theory. That's the reason.
Why do we have to cater to someone who's not even here?
That's kind of what I was asking, but you know what? We do it anyway. So,
don't be mean to Peter.
I'm never mean to Peter. I'm the nicest person to Peter ever.
Hello, Adrian Universe.
Hey, Adrian Universe. How are you? We are today going to be making a puppet out of a plush kind of thing.
A plush?
A plush. Well, it's not really a stuffed animal. I have this 8-ball, this magic 8-ball that we've used in a couple of our shows, right? We've already used it. But
wasn't that in the George video?
It was just in the George video. You're right. Ooh. It's 4:02 for me. Well, it's 7:02 for us. So yeah. So we have this little plush 8-ball that we've used in a couple videos. But I thought that I bought him originally to make him into a puppet.
Really?
Yeah. This is from IKEA. It's a good size for a puppet. So we are going to do that. Hey, short hair. Hey there, Ellen. How you doing? We are almost done with your puppet as you.
We're making progress.
We are making progress. The main thing is that we bought hair for her, and because I'm a terrible hairstylist, and because
Chris Sawyer likes your hair.
Oh, thank you.
He doesn't always like change, but
you know, change is hard. But oh, now we're back down to 1. You know what? I think that the counter doesn't really actually work because I think that we see people more often than not. Okay, so, or maybe people just come in to look at my hair and then go away. So, yeah, so today we are, oh, Ellen, so for your puppet, I bought some blonde hair, and what happened is we tried the blonde hair, but that blonde hair, it did not work. It was, you had really curly hair in one of your pictures, and so we bought this really curly hair, but it was kind of Party City hair. And just looked like Party City hair. So we are going with a color hair, and once that's done, we can wrap her up and send her off to England, which is, and that'll be all of the commissions, because we already got the monster puppet that we made. He
didn't stay very long.
He didn't stay very long, but
it was a she, wasn't it?
Oh, now it's, yeah, it is.
It's a she.
Yeah, it's a she puppet, because we made a monster puppet, and of course we said, we didn't say if it was a he puppet or a she puppet, but the little girl, she loves her. And what's her name?
Ellie.
Ellie. The monster puppet we made, the little rainbow monster puppet, her name is Ellie. So
we didn't name her.
We didn't name her. Nope. Her person named her. You know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to do this without the air conditioner on. Can you turn that on? Oh, actually, we have the air conditioner right here.
We got the remote control.
I've got the remote control. Sorry if you hear the air conditioner. It is very, very warm. It's unseasonably warm here right now. So I'm just going to turn that on.
It's a Native American summer.
It is. It's very warm here. So tonight we are. It's buffering.
Justin Beneving is buffering on his.
Oh no. Well, I hope that it doesn't just buffer. I hope that there's not something weird going on with our. I did update my phone, and I don't know if that's dealing with anything, but I really hope that people can see. I hope it's not buffering everywhere. If it is, please let us know if you're having any troubles. Today we are going to be making this 8-ball, this is the right way it goes, into a puppet. Actually, let's just check this on the live stream, just to make sure, because people seem to be coming in and out, and usually they're a little bit more chatty, so let's just make sure. You're back.
Justin's back.
Oh, good. I'm hoping that it's not something to do with our camera, because I do this on my phone, and my phone we updated to Windows 11, and that might be a problem. What?
How's your new watch?
This is my new iWatch.
It's Dick Tracy watch.
See? That's pretty cool. Oh no, it seems to be going pretty well. I just shut it off. Okay, cool. It was lagging. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just had my birthday, which is part of why I cut my hair. And I got, my best friend got me this iWatch. It's 7:05. It's 7:05.
That sounded like Mickey Mouse.
It does, but it probably isn't Mickey Mouse because we don't have the rights to Mickey Mouse's voice. So today we are going to be turning this 8-ball into a puppet. The first thing that I'm going to do is make some room for us to Hey everyone, and I love your watch. Hey Cricket, how are you? Happy birthday, and happy birthday Mickey Mouse. Yes, so the first thing we're going to do is cut open a seam right here so that we can...
You're gonna stab it?
No. We're just gonna seam rip it a little bit. So that we can fit our hand into this plush, which we are turning into a puppet.
What side is the mouth gonna be on?
I thought it would be funny. You know how we have the spaghetti lady?
Uh-huh.
And how she has spaghetti on one side, then you turn and you see a face? So this gives us a lot more room to have the face on.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking. So it can be the 8-ball, and then also if
so
you
it's
look...
behind the 8-ball?
Yeah. Or like, you know, the magic 8-ball where you turn it around and you shake it and you ask a question.
It does a fortune.
Which means if this is up, then right here, where the seam is a good place to start opening that up. So that we're going to do that while we're talking.
I hope it doesn't hurt.
It's not going to hurt because it's not a puppet yet.
Oh.
He doesn't have any face or any voice or anything
We have
yet.
5 people here.
We have 5 people here, my goodness.
5 people here. We thumbs up. Oh, 4.
Oh, 4 or 5. You know, I think, like I said, I don't think the counter does anything here. So what I'm doing is I'm just opening up the seam on the bottom. And if you don't know, if you haven't done sewing before, a seam ripper is just this little tiny thing. It looks like a little hook. And what you do is you hook it in between the threads on a seam, and then you can open up the seam so you don't have to cut any fabric while you're doing that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah, sometimes you get a little bit of fabric.
Food Fuel TV.
Oh, hi!
Hello.
Food Fuel TV is from our... I am on a Facebook group for people who cook online on YouTube, and he does a whole bunch of stuff.
Hope you have a sonic screwdriver in case you mess up the 8-ball.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Do you have a sonic screwdriver?
I have a screwdriver.
You do?
Somewhere.
Where have you been holding on to that?
Well, that's an awfully personal question.
Oh, I didn't realize that you had it in a personal place.
No, I just don't like to share where I hide things.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody gets to have their own secrets, I think.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So the main thing with this seam is that because there's 4... Let's see. Good evening, Cook It with Cricket. Oh, yeah, they're all talking to each other.
Are you going to add something to the 8-ball? I mean, for the...
Well, right now I'm thinking he's going to be more of just kind of a puppet that kind of floats in space. We sometimes do that with, we use the green screen and we put on these green screen gloves. And then that way the hand disappears. So if you've ever seen, let's see, who floats in our world? Dislike Bot.
Uh-huh.
And Spaghetti Lady. And all the germs.
The germs?
Remember Sullivan talked to the little germs when he made his viral video? Yep.
How rude of me. I didn't say hi to Fred. Sorry. Yes,
hi,
say
Fred.
hello to me.
That's right. You got to say hello to Fred because I'm just distracted by making this scene.
I'm the one that vamps all the time.
He is. He's the vamp. So, did you say...
Right on cue.
Vamp or...
Twamp?
or diva, I was going to say. Is that what...
Hush your mouth.
All of them will show up for Halloween. You know, okay, so here's something. Peter and I were invited to a very big costume party for Halloween, and Peter really likes Halloween costumes, and I kind of like them. But we were talking about it, and if anybody's ever seen Avenue Q, there is a live hand puppet that is performed by 2 people, right? It's 2 puppeteers, and he's called Trekkie Monster. So he's like a great big, he almost looks like a Cookie Monster, but he's like, his fur is all dirty and matted, and he's kind of, house dog, and how long has Fred been with you? I'll get to that in just a second. So we are going to, I'm going to build, I think, my own version of Trekkie Monster, and then Peter and I are going to perform him and dress up in Star Trek uniforms for...
Flop one.
Well, shh. Remember, keep it family friendly. I have seen Avenue Q. Yeah. So he's the one who sings about the internet.
For adult things.
For adult things, yeah. How long have we had Fred? How long have you been with us, Fred? Almost a year now.
How long have we been doing the live stream?
Well, was it the live stream? Was that the first thing?
No,
I love Trekkie
it was
Monster.
more or less.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that will be cool. I hope it works out. So the main thing with Trekkie Monster is he's like this great... He's almost like a Snuggie made out of fake fur. And then he's got...
Depends on the version that you see, I guess.
Well, that's the one... Yeah, it's different depending on... But the one that we saw, the one that we went to see together, he was a live hand puppet like we've seen like Pixie and Pica with the big furry gloves. And then he's got a... like almost like a big blanket for his body, and then his head rests on top of that. And so you can perform it with 2 people. How did you meet Fred? He just showed up.
I crashed in the living room.
He crashed into
and
the
now I
living
just
room.
crash in the living room all the time.
You do. That's true. Okay.
I have my own little cabinet back here.
Way back there. He's down there.
The door's locked.
Yeah. Hello. So I've opened up the bottom of my 8-ball.
That sounds naughty.
Shh. We don't talk like that.
You're the one that said it.
Remember the sensors. So this is where you can put your hand. Now, I'm not going to be able to make the sleeve that you would fit in here tonight because that would require sewing, and because I hand sew, that would take a long time. But basically, this, if you're performing your puppet right now, I've got this on my hand, so like this. How cute. He has a little cubby. Yeah, all of our puppets have little cubbies. That's what all of these are. If you can see right up here, it's
the letters are off.
The letters are falling off because they're only taped on.
It's humidity.
So the next thing to do is to figure out where the mouth goes, and then we're going to build a mouth. Just like that. Yeah, exactly. So
where is the mouth going to go?
I think right down about here.
How about that?
Yeah.
Is there a seam to do that, or you're going to have to cut the fabric?
I think I need to cut the fabric to do that.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've got my good scissors with me. So the next thing we need to do is we need to make a mouth, right? Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm glad that you're able to make it. So if he has a mouth like this, now we'll take out some of this stuffing after we've got things in place. So what I'm going to do is actually cut. We're going to make a cut.
So is this the center of the center seam of the mouth?
The center's here, right?
Right. I mean, the vertical center.
Right, like
that seam, right?
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep. So if this one, yeah, the 8 is kind of in the middle, so it's kind of right about here, right? So you can't see. I don't think you can see, but we've got kind of a center seam here, so that's where the mouth can go.
More or less.
More or less, yeah. That's about right.
The seam might be a little off center. I don't know.
That's okay. I think all of my puppets are a little bit off center, I think. So.
Hey.
So I'm going to just take a.
Ah!
Stop saying that.
Ah!
Okay, there we go. So now what I'm doing is I'm making a mouth, or I'm making a placement for a mouth. Now, most puppets have what is called a mouth plate. Can I cut that? That's about right. Yeah. So we're starting to make a mouth here. And there's...
He split his pants.
He split his... Yeah, well, he split his head, kind of. Okay, so I've got these 2 seams. I'm just going to cut.
Except feel he is perfect. Who?
Who's perfect? Is it Fred or is it me? It's probably Fred. Fred's much, much more perfect than I am, I think. Let's see. Stream have to look at my...
They're talking to each other.
Oh, okay, okay. That's fine. It's
move
good.
along, move along.
All right. So what I'm doing, what we've got now here is a little place for his mouth to go. Fred is perfect. He is. I think Fred is perfect. I'm going to take out some of the stuffing. Fred. Oh, yeah. Fred has a unique name, so you don't really, if you try to type it on a phone or something, autocorrect will try to make it into something else. Like feed or Fred.
That is so disturbing.
What is? Taking out the stuffing?
Ah.
Oh, it's just a little bit, it's kind of like he's getting some weight loss surgery. So,
liposuction.
Yeah, a little bit of liposuction. So we have a little mouth here, but in order for the mouth to actually work...
Get your fingers out of his mouth.
Yeah, that's what you shouldn't put your fingers in your mouth. It's not very good. It's bad for your teeth. Oh, you don't even have any teeth. Where are your teeth?
Same place I have the screwdriver, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's a callback, folks.
So what I'm going to do is make a bit of a mouth plate that's about the width of that, and that's about the width of my hand. Now, you can make a mouth plate out of a lot of different things. Some things are a little bit easier to work with than others. Be careful, Fred, he might take your stuffing. I might take your stuffing. You don't have any stuffing. Oh, no, you do in your hands. If you were a puppet, you would have stuffing in your hands, but you would be made out of foam.
He wants my stovetop stuffing.
Alright, so to make a mouth plate, I have this, I think this is needlepoint material, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. So this is needlepoint material, and it holds a good shape. Kind of.
Plastic.
It's plastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now, oops, kind of figure out what the shape of this should be.
A circle?
Well, yeah, definitely a circle, but
About that thing of masking tape that's over there. Maybe is that be the right size?
Yeah, that's probably the right size. Okay, so I'm going to grab the masking tape. That's a good idea. Right back. Vamp for a minute.
Ah!
Okay, I'm not sure.
Phone Jones, hello.
Oh, hey, Phone Jones. How are you?
There's 7 people here.
Oh, and Helen's here. Not Helen. Ellen's here too. Okay, so if I'm doing this,
Yeah, further a little back, I think.
yeah, but am I doing it? I'm doing it round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But you've already folded it in half, so you do a half round.
Yep. So what I'm doing is I am drawing out a circle with a Sharpie on my material, on this material right here. And now I'm just going to cut a small half circle. Is that enough?
I think so.
Okay, so let's do that.
I won't know until I actually see it. But
So now we're going to cut this out into kind of a mouth plate, in kind of a mouth shape.
he's cutting, folks.
I'm cutting, sorry. Let's do that. Now what I have is a little mouth. Now let's
Does that
see.
work?
Let's see how it works. So if we do this, yeah, that'll work. So as you see, we now have a little bit of a mouth kind of like this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue. Should I glue? Should I glue this onto here first, or?
But do you want to put the red fabric on?
Let's put the red fabric on first. Okay. So now this is the problem with working with a plush. So now I have this little mouth plate, like that. Pat has the 8-ball, so if the police show up, Pat is in trouble. Oh, that's a different that's a different definition of an 8-ball.
I don't understand.
We don't understand that. We're just young and innocent here.
I actually do not understand that.
Oh, it's a reference to something I'll tell you about later, but it's something that people put into little plastic baggies.
Sandwiches?
Sandwiches, yeah. It's like a sandwich, except it's a sandwich that'll make you tired and dizzy. You don't understand, do you?
I'm so confused.
Jokes and jokes. All right. So now I have this material. Normally for well, actually, you're not a good example because you have a pink inside of your mouth or a purple inside of your mouth.
Why do you keep compelling me?
Well, because I don't have any puppets to talk to, so I have to, right. So if you're talking about a puppet, they usually have a black interior of their mouth. That's because when you open your mouth, it's all very dark in the back. But because this is a black fabric for the puppet, I'm going to make the inside of the mouth red. And red's another color because a lot like tongues and your gums and all that kind of stuff, that's all red. So
what color will the tongue be?
I don't even know if we'll give him a tongue. If we do give him a tongue, it'll probably be pink. I think we have pink hearts in the.
Do we have white hearts?
I don't think we have red hearts actually.
White hearts.
White might work.
White might work.
Yeah.
It shows up against the red.
It does. White or pink or purple or something like that.
The 8-ball is black and white, so maybe.
Yeah. And I was also thinking the eyelids will be red as well if I wind up making the eyes tonight. I think I can get this done. I think I can get at least a version of this done, and then we can do that. So
And you can find 2 later.
That would make us a witness. Yeah, that's true. Be careful what you ask for.
Gonna get a witness.
All right. So I have traced out my circle, this one, onto my red fabric, and now I'm just going to cut out the red circle, and I'm going to make them a little bit bigger than the circle that I actually traced, just so that I have a little bit of room to kind of go over it. Yeah. Sing it, Fred.
Can I get a witness?
That was beautiful.
No, it wasn't.
What?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was lovely. Maybe you could be an
Is that a
avenue.
skeleton to your white?
Did somebody ask me? Oh, yes.
It's a bat skeleton.
It's a bat. So we bought this guy. We don't have a name for him yet. Do people want to name him? Hey, how's it going?
He's kind of creepy.
I think he's kind of cute. Hello. So we found this guy at Target, and we needed a cat face, and this bat has the same shape as a cat's face. How you doing? We're doing really well. And so I'm going to use that
They
as...
want me to try out for the voice.
You should.
What's the voice?
That's the one where everybody makes the... They have, who is it? Gwen Stefani's on it, and...
Is that anything like American Idol?
Yes, you can name him.
Or
Yeah.
Solid Gold?
It's nothing like Solid Gold, but it is
Nothing like
something
Solid
like
Gold?
it is like American Idol. Of course, you can name him. What should we name the bat? Anybody can let us know too if they want to try to name the bat.
Man bat.
Man bat. Is that like Batman only backwards?
Something like that.
Man bat. Okay, so I'm cutting out my mouth plate. I always want to do something on these live streams because I feel like if we just talked, you think that's cute. You think that's cute. Really name it Greg.
Gweg.
Gweg?
Gweg.
Gweg the bat?
Ben the bat.
Ben the bat.
Ben
Ben,
the bat.
I do like having the names start with the same
Alliteration.
letter. Alliteration. Okay.
It's like an old Marvel comic.
I like a lot of alliteration. All right. So now we have this, which will be the mouth plate, and
It's
so
away.
I'm just going to it's like a little flip away.
Oh.
You keep moving your head like that. So I have my hot glue, which is
Don't burn yourself.
I have it on low, so I hopefully won't burn myself. So I have my hot glue. What I'm going to do is just going to hot glue that onto here. I don't have a table. That's the problem. That's okay. So I'm just going to hot glue my fleece. This is fleece, by the way. It's not felt. Oh, it's on the low setting, so it's kind of squoogey. There we go.
Spoogie.
Squoogey. It's a technical term for squishy.
Oh.
Yep. Okay. Oh, I forgot it comes through like that.
You're gonna burn yourself.
Well, I have it on the low, so it's a little bit hot, but it's not too bad. So what I'm doing is I'm gluing this backing, or the mouth felt onto the backing so that it will not look like a piece of plastic. When you open the mouth, it will look kind of like the inside of a mouth. Kind of.
Have you ever Yes, he has.
Yes, and actually, I've used super glue. When I was using, when we were making puppet eyes, I was using super glue, and I actually glued myself to myself. I have glued my own fingers to my other fingers, which is very tough to get apart. You can use like, what is it, nail polish remover to take off super glue, but it's really sticky. So yeah, and I've glued, I glued my pant leg to the hot glue gun. I've done that. Yep. I've glued a lot of things to a lot of things that I shouldn't have. So yeah, I am not the neatest worker, as you know. But I'm getting there. I'm learning.
You need a studio.
I need a studio. I do. Maybe we should start a Patreon so that everybody can make us a studio. Do you know what Patreon is, Fred? That's where people give you money.
Give us money!
We're not asking for money. Oh my God, Fred's voice went deep when he was reading the question. Yeah, you know, that's funny. Your voice changes when you're concentrating on something.
What's puberty?
You go through puberty.
At selective times.
At selective times, and then he comes back from it. This little piece of hair keeps... Every time I look down, my little piece of hair... See, that's the problem with not having long hair anymore. Is that my hair can get messed up now, whereas before it would just... I'd just put it in a ponytail and I'd be done with it.
Pay no attention to that hand that came up there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, LOL. Yeah, Fred has his idiosyncrasies.
We all have our idiosyncrasies.
Yeah, I think I'm your idiosyncrasy, actually. All right.
Is that a pet name?
I think so. Or
He's
idiocracy.
my widow idiosyncrasy.
What was that voice? That's a crazy voice. Okay. All right.
It's Quack Bait.
Yeah, Clark Bait. Hello. Okay. All right. So this is glued down for the most part. And what I did was I went all around the edges too with the hot glue so that you don't see any of that poking out. So it's pretty secure. I think what I'll do is I'll put a little bit more glue on the bottom and then I'll just kind of secure it down. That's the only thing that I don't like about this this mesh is that it's not solid. It's not like a solid plastic. Fred should make a YouTube channel and collab with other puppets. You know, have we had any...
There's not enough hands for that.
Have we had any other puppet channels that we've collabed with? We really haven't. I would love to collab with other puppet channels. There are some puppet channels that I absolutely love. And I just joined...
It's time to get things started.
What's that?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, well, I don't know that they would collab with us. Not the...
Snobs.
Not the snobs that are owned by Disney, not right now. But, I mean, there are puppet channels. I am part of a puppeteering group
a
on Facebook, just like YouTube Cooks. I've got this puppeteering group on Facebook as well, and they're really kind of cool. And yeah, so all right. So now we can fit. Whoop, go the right way. So now we can start fitting my mouth that I made into. Maybe I need to make this a little bit bigger, right?
I think so.
Maybe just a little bit.
Oh, well. 8.
What's 8?
8.
Oh, 8 number of people or 8 ball?
Both.
Awesome. Okay. So I've opened up the mouth. Are any of your puppets like your alter ego? George. Usually whatever George is talking about is something that I need to work on. So if he's talking about patience, it's because I'm impatient. If he talks about being lonely or being sad or being upset, that's George is me more than anything. So I would say George is my alter ego, and I think that
Peter is my alter ego.
Yeah, I think Peter is Fred's alter ego. Okay, so I'm going to make this into a mouth, and I just need to glue that down. Do you think I should glue it? I should probably glue it, like kind of do a fold and then glue
it.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold over the fabric over itself a little bit and glue it to itself first to give myself a
starting point.
Well, not
you are the puppet master, she says.
I'm the puppet master. Have you ever seen that movie, The Puppet Master? That's a scary movie. That's a good movie for. You know who? Oh, is Phone Jones still on? I bet she's seen Puppet Master.
It would be awesome if you collaborated with Darcy Lynn. Who's Darcy Lynn?
Oh, Darcy Lynn is the little girl. She's 12 years old, and she's a ventriloquist who won America's Got Talent.
Is that anything like American Idol?
It is.
It's Solid Gold?
It's not like Solid Gold, but it is like American Idol.
Nothing's like Solid Gold anymore.
You know who likes scary movies? If she's still on, Phone Jones is a big fan of scary movies, and I bet she's seen all the Puppet Master movies. I'll bet she has, if she's still on. That one's where all the little tiny puppets, they come from. Did Peter get you into puppets? Yes, he did. Peter has been a puppeteer for many, many years, and yeah. I mean, well, you've been into puppeteering for many, many years. He's liked puppeteering for many, many years. And so he really, I bought him a puppet after we did a play together. It was Rupert.
Yeah, but you bought him Dog.
Was Dog first, or
Dog
was
first?
Oh, I thought Rupert was first.
No, Dog was first.
Dog was first. So
Dog was first.
Dog was the first puppet I got for Peter, and I got it for him for Christmas. And then Rupert was after we did a play, and then we bought George because of our cat Gracie. We wanted to use our cat Gracie. Hi, Tia Lisa. How are you? And then I started. Just on a whim, I started using George in a couple videos. And then Peter brought out Dog, and then that's how George the Self-Esteem Cat started.
Who is Peter?
Who is Peter? No offense, I'm new here. Peter is my partner, and he might have something to do with the fact you never see him when I have anybody else who's with me. Doing good, hope you're doing well.
I keep seeing him around here somewhere.
Yeah, I don't even know where he is. He's around.
Nope, I don't know.
He's always around.
He's something anyway.
He's around. Or he's a square. Or he's a triangle.
I see what you did!
I'm doing something. Okay, so what I'm doing, normally I would sew this, but again I'm doing this for the live stream, so I'm kind of...
He thinks he knows who he is now.
Oh, I think I know who he is now. Hi. Hey Michelle, how are you? Think Pink Days, her name is Michelle. And she is from California, and she likes to make journals.
Journals?
Yeah, so anytime she has a great experience, she makes a journal, and she likes to put that on her channel where she puts little art pieces and stuff. Phone Jones does that too. She does like little pages in her. I think hers are more of a planner than a journal. But yeah, so we have all sorts of people who do all sorts of things. Ellen cooks, and Justin makes beads, and
I vamp.
And yeah, and there's a couple of food channels on here too, and you vamp. All right, so let's.
She can't get over your hair. You look so amazing.
Thank you. You know,
I think Peter's just an arm. We're stuttering.
What happened? I just suddenly, I don't know what happened with my phone. It just started stuttering like that. Okay, I can move. Where are you guys at? I'm in California. We are in Boston.
Oh, well, north of Boston.
We're in Boston. We're in Boston because Boston seems much more interesting than where we are. We're in Massachusetts, let's just say. It does look great. Thank you. So now what I'm doing is I am going to start gluing the sides of the opening I made for the mouth onto my puppet. I probably should do this without...
Are you a Patriots fan?
Am I a Patriots fan? I don't really watch football, but my brothers are. I have two brothers. I have an older brother and a younger brother, and they're both definite Patriots fans and Red Sox. Although we've been to... Has Peter been to a Red Sox game with us?
Red Sox game? I think so.
Yeah.
No.
If we're going to go to a sporting game, I like to go to the Red Sox just because I like Fenway Park so much. I'm not really a sports person, but I do love Fenway Park.
Peter could take a leave it.
Yeah.
Actually, Peter would prefer to weave it, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, but I mean, you go and you have some hot dogs, and
Peter doesn't like hot dogs.
I think it's one of the oldest. I don't know if it's the oldest baseball park in whatever you call it, baseball diamond in the U.S., but it's one of them, and it's really historical and stuff. And I think that with everybody, all the sports teams having big, huge, like Gillette Stadium is gigantic, and football happens in the fall when it is cold. What are you doing?
It's gigantic.
Oh, it's gigantic. Oh, are you showing how gigantic it is?
Okay. I love you this much.
I love you 2 bits.
That's another Little Blue Man.
That's a Little Blue Man song. Has anybody heard the Little Blue Man song?
Isn't that copyrighted?
We can't sing it, but if you have, that's another thing that we were going to do at some point, was do a Little Blue Man song. Oh, did we miss one? Let's see. I believe Fenway is the oldest park. Yeah, I think so. And if you've never been to Boston, Fenway is... A lot of parks are like really far away. I want to see Gillette Stadium. Gillette Stadium is so far away from Boston, it's not even funny. It is... what's it in? Is it in Fitchburg or...
What?
Where's Gillette Stadium? It's...
Never heard of it.
Where the Patriots play.
I haven't a clue.
You don't know? What's the name of the town? Do you guys have Snapchat? I have Snapchat. I have Foxborough. Thank you. Thanks, Ellen. Ellen's from Texas, and she knows. I have Snapchat, but I don't know how to use it because I'm old. So...
What's a Snapchat?
Snapchat, have you ever seen the pictures or the videos where people have like little flower crowns, or they look like dogs, and they have the big tongue that comes out, or all that kind of stuff?
No.
Okay. Well, that's what Snapchat is.
Oh.
You can take like little quick movies, and they disappear after a
Where
little
did
bit
they
of
go?
time. In the same way of Snapchat. Yeah, you know what? I think that my live streams might be the oldest crowd of live streams on YouTube at this point, because we're all about the same age. That's okay. All us oldsters that don't know how to work Snapchat.
Except for the 21-year-old.
I got Snapchat because somebody sent me a snap from someone who follows me on YouTube. You're like 20. Nope. Nope. But thank you. I just turned 49.
How many times do you like 20?
Yeah, I've been 20 twice and then 9 years more. I'm not old, I'm 17. Oh, okay. Well, the rest of us are old. All the oldsters are old, I guess. Okay, I'm going to have to take out some of this. It's kind of a small mouth, but that's okay. So what's happening right now is I'm finishing up this mouth.
It's a penguin.
He's kind of penguin-like, isn't he? I'm 11. Oh, hi.
11?
11, my goodness. We have to make sure that we don't say anything offensive for 11-year-old. You aren't, you're 30. Nope, I'm 49. I'm rarely on social media. I use Snapchat very infrequently, and I don't think they're part Instagram. I use Instagram.
Yeah, you're 49.
I don't look it. I don't look it, or you don't look it. You don't look 49. Yeah, no, I'm 49. I'll be 50 next year. And that's part of the reason I cut my hair, because I was kind of feeling like I was a little too old to pull off the long hair. And I went to a convention that was for undergraduates, and I just felt like I was a little bit too old to pull off the ponytail in front of them. So it was a little bit of...
So I pulled it off beforehand.
I pulled it off beforehand. I think I'm the oldest here. Yeah, I think, Cricket, you're just a little bit older than me. Not by much, though, right? You and I are about the same age, I think. I think that when you were talking about when you got married, because you just had a milestone anniversary, and I was like, oh, you're a little bit older than me, but that's, yeah, just a little bit. Tell people you're 30 because you look it. Well, if you're 17, then that might be what 30 looks to you, but believe me, I don't look 30. But thank you. And also, very bright light helps a lot. Yeah, you can look very young. If you ever start getting old, put a very bright light on your face, and then download Facetune, which is a very nice app. Yeah, Facetune. It's an app where you can erase your wrinkles on your pictures.
Like with a pencil?
With an eraser, with a smudge tool. It's kind of like Photoshop Lite, but just for faces. It's on your phone. I'll show it to you after we're done, if you're interested. So you can look, but you don't have any wrinkles, Fwed. Do aliens wrinkle? Do people from your planet wrinkle? What do they do? Do you get scales?
It's a visual.
What? It looks like you lost all your teeth. You look like an old man.
Do you have any teeth?
Hi! Oh, hey, Nate. How are you? We're just getting home and we're about to have supper. Hopefully we won't miss the end of your stream. Have a good supper. We moved our live stream up because all sorts of TV shows are premiering tonight. And so...
Fwed is for old guys.
Fwed is for old guys. I guess so. Okay. This is going pretty well. I'm actually pretty impressed that I managed to get this done. Almost. And I like how... You'll see in a second. Sorry. I don't want to...
Jump the gun.
I don't want to jump the gun. But for something that
Make it work.
Glued together... I know! I feel like I'm on Project Runway. Does anybody watch Project Runway, or am I the only one on this stream? Because if you do, I'm on Twitter every Thursday night, and I talk about Project Runway like a crazy person. I talk about it like... Oh, yeah! Tia Lisa. Yeah! So follow me. I'm xingcat on Twitter, too. I say...
Have you thought about making holiday-themed puppets?
What? Have you ever thought about making holiday... You know, honestly, one thing I had thought of, I was thinking of doing something with Dollar Tree items, and I bet instead of making this 8-ball, I could make a pumpkin puppet or a ghost puppet. What's it say?
I didn't catch that.
It's fine. You say something bad, I know a lot of things I'm not supposed to know. Okay. And this is where something goes wrong. I know, yeah, I shouldn't say I like something until it's all done. But I'm actually pretty impressed with the way this came out so far. A little bit of stray blue. But we will call this good enough for this right now.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Someone's hand is falling asleep.
Okay, have a good time. So, as you can see, I have an 8-ball with a bit of a mouth. I love puppets. Who likes puppets? I hope everybody who's here likes puppets. So we're starting to make, if you've just joined us, we have this 8-ball, it's kind of like, it's like a little plush that I bought at IKEA. And I've used it by, okay, go wash your plate. I bought this probably a year or so ago, and I thought that I would make it into like kind of like a fortune teller, and then I've just used it as an 8-ball, but I figured on the back, if you say, oh, it's an 8-ball, but then you turn it around and it's a kind of a talking puppet, you know, like that. So,
does he have eyes?
I have eyes ready to go, or almost ready to go. Do you know where the dots are?
I'll check.
Okay, is that a skeleton dragon? It's a skeleton bat. He's kind of big. He's got a big wingspan. I bought him, this guy right here. I think he's adorable. I love his face. But he has a face that has the same shape as a cat, and so I'm going to use that to make a pattern for a cat puppet, because Peter had a dream a couple of months ago about a cat, and his name is Ben. That's right. Adrian Universe named him Ben. Ben the Bat. Peter had a dream about a little white cat with rainbow stripes, rainbow
tufts.
Like rainbow tufts out of it. So we are going to make a white cat so that Peter's dream makes sense. I don't know. And his name is going to be Crinkle. So we're starting to build out the skull piece. So now I just need to put on eyes, and we'll put on some eyes. That will be cool. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I haven't made an animal that looks too much like an animal we made, penguin, but Crinkle the rainbow tuft cat. Yep, my neighbor is in trouble for having an 8-ball. Be careful if you get. It's not that. This is like a pool 8-ball. That's not. Let's not get ourselves in trouble. All right. So I have some of these eyes. If you have been on the live streams before, these are the eyes that we made that were made from the mold that we made for measuring spoons, believe it or not. And this is resin that we've made. Can you get, like, I think there's purple fabric in the brown thing. I think I want to give him purple eyelids. So you can put on eyes on a puppet that are just wide, like great big wide, you know, kind of like big open eyes. Yeah, that'll be good. You think that's a good color? Will that show up? Okay, yeah. But it helps to make eyes that have eyelids, and that's what we're going to do now. And we have tons of fleece in my house, and we have this purple fleece, which I think will work nicely against the black and against the white. Let's see, making my costume this Halloween out of extra foam I will use to make puppets. Oh, that's great! This puppet will be interesting as always. I hope so. So what you do is you take sort of this half round, or you can use a whole round if you have, like, say, if you have a ping pong ball. Oh, thank you. My Coke Zero. And I am going to cover half of it, or a little bit less than half of it, with this fleece to give it an eyelid. I don't have a name for the 8-ball puppet yet, so we could maybe think of that. I don't know. What's a good?
Alan.
Alan?
Alan.
Alan?
Alan.
Alan?
Alan the 8-ball.
Alan the 8-ball. Oh, okay. So it's Alan. Sounds like Fred just cracked open a can. He did. He just had a can of seltzer. Fred was getting a little bit tired.
Someone's hand was falling asleep.
Someone's hand was falling asleep. I don't know what that has to do with Fred, but...
It made him feel all tingly inside.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So now I've just cut a little piece of this fleece, and I'm going to cover over part of the eyeball on each side and make a couple of eyelids. So... Now I just have to see where's the right color. Okay, there's the right side. So again, I'm hot gluing on my own leg, so...
Thank you!
We'll see. Fred's back! Alright.
Family show. What did we say that was off color?
Did I say something that's off color? I hope not. I don't think so.
Maybe
okay.
Because I said tingly inside? I don't know.
Oh, that could be it. So what we're going to do is cover these up, I think a little bit more. He should be kind of like a sleepy little 8-ball, I think. Maybe?
Sure.
Sure, why not? Or maybe, well... Let's put on that. So we have these little, these are, you put these on the bottoms of chairs so that they don't mess up your floor. And these work really well for the pupils of an eyeball. So let's just, so if you've got that for an eye, when you put some fabric over the top of it, what you have is, it looks like an eye.
I'm an alien!
He's an alien. You could be a troll.
An alien.
You're an alien?
An alien.
Okay, so I'm going to start gluing this. Oh, an alien. Yep. So, just put it right there. And once we've got the glue down, we've committed. Or maybe we need to be committed. Where is it? There we go. Alright, let's do that. And press. Alright, so what I'm doing, purple lids and blue eyes. I don't have color for his eyes. I could paint that. We do have some paper that we've used before to make eye color, but it can be a little bit tricky to work with.
Especially on a live stream.
Yeah. If I was doing this as a long-term project, I would probably give him, I might give him colored eyes. And it might be a her, who knows. We don't have that many. We keep making these guy characters instead of making sure that we have...
You made Pixie.
We did. We made Pixie, and did we make any other girl? Well, I guess we did when we made...
Ellie.
Ellie. That monster. If you guys were here before when we had that rainbow puppet that we made, we were making it for a special little girl. That little girl decided that the monster is a girl, and the monster's name is Ellie. So just in case you were interested, that's what her name is. Mom also says hi. Hi, Dragonate's mom. Your hair really does make you look what? A bit different, but it's good. Oh, thank you. Oh, I have a request for a puppet. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, we will definitely see what you want. What kind of puppet would you like to see? Now we have to wait for people to type. Okay. Type. While I glue. Are you typing?
Pandora the Cobra.
Pandora. Oh, a cobra would be interesting. It would be easy to make a snake puppet, kind of, because how many voices does Peter do? How many voices do you do, Peter?
I don't think he knows.
Can you do... Let's see. Would be an interesting voice that we haven't heard for a while. What does mutton sound like? Can you do it?
What, you want me to do impersonations?
Can you do an impression of mutton?
Let me try.
Okay.
Wow!
That's pretty good.
Wow! I'm a little sheep.
That sounds just like mutton, Fred. You're really good at this. Yeah. I like the idea of an Egyptian cobra puppet with Egyptian eyelashes. I think that's cool. And you know, maybe we'll look for eyelashes now because it's Halloween.
Halloween.
And we saw some, remember we saw at the Halloween store, Peter and I saw some lashes that have feathers and stuff on it. New skill for Fred, indeed. Okay. All right, so there's one eyelid, pretty much secure. So what I'll do is really just trim. So a lot of this happens off camera. One of these days I am going to make this into kind of a live stream where I have a real 2-camera setup, but I know that that's a little complicated to do. So here's the first one, the first eye. I just need to finish up the top.
I leveled up.
You leveled up, Fred. What would the Fred video game be if Fred had a video game? You don't know?
Vamping.
Vamping. Vamping the video game, it would be like, what was it, Dance Dance Revolution?
Dance Dance Revolution.
Yep. Oh, Wevolution?
Revolution.
Wevolution? Okay.
We're at 46 minutes.
We're at 46 minutes? Okay, so we're almost getting towards the end of the hour. 2-camera setup is simple, just need an OBS, a computer with 2 USB ports, and 2 webcams. Yeah, that sounds simple.
And a partridge and a patchway.
I know of a lot of artists who have 2 cameras where they have themselves, and also gamers, like you, Nate. I know that gamers have it set up. I just have a very simple one. So we have one eye. Let's try to get this second one done, and then we can finish up, and maybe I can glue them on before we are
Make
done.
sure they match.
Oh, that's true. Thank you. All right, let's do this. So, going about there. So.
You can put the dot in afterwards. Right?
Yeah, yeah. I'll just get the baseline. Basically, any computer can meet the requirements. That's true. My computer's not too bad, actually. Although I'll say the webcam on my computer is absolutely terrible. I have a really bad webcam. That's why I do everything on my phone, because the webcam is so bad. I think Fred is super funny. Thank you.
He should what?
Sorry, let me reflip up.
What we used to edit, we used Premiere.
Yep, Adobe Premiere Pro is what we use, Premiere CC.
Well, see, he should continue his goofiness.
Oh, yes. It's only 2 webcams you need, and then you're all good. Yeah, if I got a couple of webcams that were external, because my internal webcam on my computer, I have a, what is it, a Yoga. It's kind of a cool computer. It flips up into a tablet, but that means that you can make some adjustments in terms of quality of things like cameras and whatever. So what I'm doing is I'm just finishing up the eyelid on this other eye, which is coming out a little bit shaky. I might have to cover that up with some eyelashes. That's okay. There we go. And let me just finish this part up. I think we will actually get the mouth and eyes done. That's good. So I think sometime in the next week we should figure out a reason for us to have the 8-ball puppet out in one of our series. I have a shoulder puppet, and it was expensive. A shoulder puppet? What's a shoulder puppet? Have you heard of that?
A puppet that looks like a shoulder.
Does it sit on your shoulder, or is it a hand puppet, or is it getting ready to go to culinary school? Oh, cool. We do recipes, but we are not cooks here. There are better cooks here. There's actually we have someone from culinary school who went to culinary school. I know if she's still here. Ellen went to culinary school, didn't you? I think you did, right? I think I saw that on one of your question and answers that you went to school for cooking. But we only it sits on your shoulder and you control its head with a wire. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. I think I've seen them kind of like that at like science fiction conventions and stuff. Those are expensive, though. Yes. Yes.
She went to culinary.
She went to culinary school, and she makes some of the best looking food. One of these days we will get down to where she is and insist that she make us dinner. Because she makes really good food. And Cricket makes really good food too. What did Ellen make recently? Ellen made onion rings recently that were really delicious looking.
You don't like onions.
I don't like onions, but they were like a whole ring, so you could pull the onions out. Puppets and Dragons and Griffins. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. I thought that I'd seen one like that at conventions. Actually, back when I was a kid, I went to science fiction conventions, and that was when Kitty Pryde first came onto the X-Men. Was when I was starting to go to conventions, and she had this little dragon, Lockheed, that I had a puppet of. My last video was Pumpkin Spice. Yes, that's right.
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice oatmeal cookies,
Don't want Blooper here.
which look really good. Yeah, Blooper doesn't like pumpkin spice. Well, he likes the pumpkin spice we did.
He's just sick of it.
The blue one. Okay, let me get my... Alright, so I have my second eyelid on. My God, we actually getting this done. Okay, I just have to... Oh yeah, this eyelid's a little bit...
Floopy.
A little floopy, but that's okay. For a live stream, I think we're doing pretty well. Alright. Just pulled off the whole thing. Oh, you know what it is? I think these have been sitting for a while. There you go. Okay, so again, we have these little dots that we use as the pupils or irises or whatever you want. So now we have a pair of eyes that we just made in front of you. And we have our puppet.
He's an alien.
He's an alien. Now we have our puppet, and we can start figuring out where the eyes go to make a mouth. So let's... What do you say? The next video will be smooth pork chop. Smoothed?
Smooth?
Is it smoothed or smothered? Smooth would be interesting. I don't know if I've ever had smooth food. Hey, how's it going?
To get the eyes on.
Yep, we got to get the eyes on, and then we can be done. Okay, so Peter's usually really good at figuring out.
That's exactly where it should go.
Right down like that.
Yeah, it should be woes. No, not. I mean,
not that
where it is right now is perfect.
Okay. All right. So I'm gluing on the eyes, and then we'll be done. We are almost finished making a puppet right now that we built right from scratch out of a stuffed 8-ball, like a.
But not that kind of
a pool 8-ball, like a billiard ball, and we are almost done getting him together, or her, probably a him. He looks like kind of like a him, and I'm just putting the eyes on right now, and then we'll be done. And I'm actually very impressed that we got this done. Normally you don't try to do puppetry in an hour. I will tell you that. If you really want to get into puppetry, learn how to sew, which I'm learning. Third time I was having a bad signal, but I'm back now. Justin, who was here earlier, I don't know if he's still here, he said he was having some problems too. Magic 8-ball for Halloween. Yeah, that's basically it. And the second one's right about here. Right here. That's about right. Okay. Alright. It's tough on a round... It can be tough on a round surface because you can think that you've got something lined up right, and then once you get it there, once you get it down, let me just give it a little bit more glue. What inspired you to make puppets? You know what it is?
Boredom.
Boredom. But also, you see, Greg the 8-ball. New haircut is awesome. Thank you. So, you know what it is there are so many people on YouTube who do skits or comedy or do whatever, and they don't have any, you don't have any actors to be in your skits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you have puppets, if you can make puppets, you can have as many characters as you want.
As long as you have the hands to hold them.
As long as you have the hands to hold them, right. But the way we do it with the green screen and stuff, we can put like 5 or 6 people that we've made up.
We need a white-hand man.
We do. So that's why I started, because, yeah, you see a lot of people who they say, oh, here's a skit that I'm doing, and they play every part. And even if you're a really good actor, you still look like the same person. My hair is still long and I'm still growing it. Good, that's great.
That makes one of us.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know a lot of the guys that have started following me from making long hair are still making when I was making long hair videos, are still making long hair videos, or at least they still have long hair, and that's good. I think that some people have to carry on the tradition. All right. Okay.
One more, please.
Okay, and Let me do it on my other hand so that I'm not in the way. He still needs... Ooh, he's got some glue. There we go. He still is going to need a little bit of... TLC, but...
Hey! I'm the 8-ball! Oh my goodness! How's it going? Hello!
Is that your voice?
Who are you? I don't know. This could be my voice. So cute! Oh my goodness, I am cute! I am cute! You know what I need? I need a little turban. A little turban. Because I am a fortune-telling 8-ball. I tell the future.
Shall I go away the linen closet?
I think it should be gold.
So yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, it's funny how it can all just sort of come together at the end. I want you to do a dance party.
Yay!
So there we go. We managed to get a puppet. Let's pull this together. We managed to make a puppet out of a plush in 55 minutes. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good, and I think that's a good job done for one night. What do you think, Fred?
I think so.
No, what would be good is the 8-ball Don't Do Drug Show. Yep, we probably should do that. Do you know Super Mario Logan? I don't. Awesome, my friend, you are the best. Thank you. Yes, the mighty 8-ball. Thank you. I don't know who that is. So some things that we need to do is, as you can tell, I just kind of cut a hole in here, so I would need to put a sleeve in this so that we don't lose the stuffing. The eyes are kind of, I just barely glued them on. I probably am going to want to give him some eyelashes. Maybe a few more features, but I really like this guy. I really like this guy.
Hello.
And a tongue too. We don't have a tongue in there.
Yes.
So anyway, that is us. We are at the 1 hour.
Yes.
Okay, so we have been here for an hour. You should do shoutouts. If you have a YouTube channel, let's see. We have Food Fuel TV. They make food. We have Ellen's Homemade Delights, who makes some wonderful Southern food. We have Cooking with Cricket, who also makes some Southern food as well. I don't know about Adrian Universe. If you make videos, please let me know. Who else do we have? Chris Sawyer, Tia Lisa Chapman, Lulbit Gamer 16 HD, Dragonate, who does parkour, Z Pushy. So that's all the shoutouts I have. So if you have a YouTube channel, please come back. The recording will be up in just a minute. Put your channel name and the information in the comments, and we will have people hopefully check you out, and you can join us next week as well. Oh, you always come in at the last minute. Yeah, we started an hour early. House of Dead Dolls talks about kind of like, yeah, kind of creepy dolls that you would find, and also horror movies too. So
thank you so much for joining us this week. I will show up in a video sometime soon, and thanks very much. We will talk to you later. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.